What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. In today's recap, I'm going to be talking about the trades that I took today. The reason I took trades, the reason my bias was the way it was, and so on and so forth. So these are two trades I took. One break even, but I got taken out for negative 160, and then I made that 160 back off of this wee discretionary short here. I'll talk a bit more about it. I'm thinking about taking this as well, if it does form. So I do want to keep an eye on that. But that's if all conditions are met. So I just keep an eye on that shit. But coming into today, my bias was more bullish. Due to the fact that we had this data high flash daily for value gap and then the 4 hour above it. I did want to see price kind of come up to these levels. I also did expect price to maybe come down to this 4 hour before doing that. But yeah, I kind of expect the price to like kind of open. Open was like here, here, and then open lower into this and then continue higher. But we did SMT this low here. Let's see those two lows there on ES and NQ. We SMT'd those two lows there. So we shouldn't have really expected price to come like that far down, especially because we had the SMT. But it's alright, is what is. Let me set this trade up in case it happens. But yeah, so coming into today, we'll go to market open. Don't think this trade's gonna happen either. Don't like that rejection, so I probably won't really be paying attention to it. But if I go to market open, which is here, boom. So on market open, we do this swing above these highs, and then there was a 30-second inversion or a 1 minute inversion you could have took, but I just didn't like how close that was to open, and to be honest, like, I don't know, it wasn't a bad idea, don't get me wrong, but there was just something about it. I don't know, my bias was more bullish. I did want to see price come down to here, but like I wasn't arsed about trading down to that because I did want longs overall. But we also had this LR really nice. We actually had equal lows here, which I didn't realize actually. But we have loads of LR. Super nice draw. I'm surprised we never actually came down to take it out. That 3 minute never reversed. I'm surprised I never came down to take it out, but then we ended up just trailing up higher towards these draws up here. I was also in the gym while I was trading, so like I didn't have like, I don't know, I wasn't trading like the best. I wasn't too locked in. I was kind of focused on gym, but I was focused on charts as well. But I'll talk to you about this setup. So I was still wanting longs, but there was just no opportunity to take a long. There's a 5 minute here, never tapped it, rallied up, opened up this 5 minute. I thought we maybe would come down to it, but we ended up just taking out this draw on liquidity, which was my main draw for longs. So after that draw got taken, I was like, right, we could see shorts to come down, take out all of this LR. It wasn't very like feasible, but we did leave this 15-minute gap here with a devil's mark. So I did think that this could be a very good draw on liquidity for price to fill, especially because we had equal lows as well. So pretty solid. We did SMT the 4 hour for value gap as well. So this 5 minute short did look really nice. So we ended up coming up, price ended up SMTing the high. We ended up, news came out here, didn't do anything. We ended up coming down, inverse in the 1 minute here. Here. Bosh. I ended up getting my entry, got alright fill, basically just where it inversed. And then I ended up going break even this 5 minute here. And then I ended up getting stopped out of this trade, unfortunately, because we opened up 50-minute, and then we just ended up pushing up higher, got stopped out. It was alright. I ended up losing 160 somehow. Honestly, I don't know how that happened, to be fair. So yeah, actually, I have no idea how I lost 160 because I literally had my stop like here. So I should only lost like maybe 30-40 bucks, but 160 apparently. So nice one NQ. I traded on M NQ as well, so fuck knows. But yeah, we ended up coming up. And yeah, I just lost this trade. Was down 160, fucked my payout. So that was that. And then I ended up just letting price run. We ended up generating a lot of LR here. This was really close to the end of the session. The actual, yeah, we're about 30 minutes before the end of the session. But we ended up generating all this LR, ended up coming up, creating, we were still holding this SMT with 4 hour here, and then we ended up creating another internal SMT here. So it seems very, very obvious, so much LR here, all that's gonna want to get taken, especially since we have a 15 minute and that Devil's Mark, that 15 minute down there. Especially with these equal lows and all this LR, like I do feel relatively bearish at this moment in time. So this was more like a market experience kind of play for me. Like I would not normally take this. But I ended up entering off the CISD here. Set a wee limit. I only risked about 100 on this trade, maybe just a little bit less than that. I think maybe like $80 or something like that. But I was down 160 and I'm only down like, oh, I can't even check. I'm only down like, let me check my phone. Only down $26. So yeah, I ended up entering this. I went break even here at this level. And you might think, oh, that hit. It did hit, but fuck you, suck your mouth. But yeah, I broke even once we displaced lower. And then I ended up just trailing my stop a little bit, and then I ended up smacking TP. And then we ended up running all the way down to that Devil's Mark. So if I actually held this trade, which honestly it would have been pure luck if I held it and won, but if I held that trade I would have been in the money. But I ended up just taking TP, getting stopped out relatively quickly, and then I was able to just secure my payout or just secure that loss. So technically, let's just pretend I never took this. Break even, lost $26 on this trade. That's minor. That's chill. So yeah, and then after that session ended, like yeah, right here. So yeah, that was it. I can't lie, I feel like this has been a bit of a shit trade recap. But what else am I really supposed to say? You know what I'm saying? Let's see if that 3 minute played. Nah, nah, it didn't. It didn't. Shite, gamble Josh. Let's see. Probably trade up higher. Probably trade up higher here. Got that 1 hour there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's trade recap. I'll fucking let you go. Enjoy, guys. See ya.